IShowSpeed situation is bad.
Oh, almost in my head.
Bro, after a while, this gotta be mad annoying, bro. I understand he's a streamer and he has to like provide entertainment, but that much amount of kids just screaming your name all the time as you're out. Not to mention, how does he even go out regularly? He's collapsing on stream.
Guys, I think we have officially hit the point of no return when it comes to streaming, or honestly, really just like social media content in general. I think the expectations of the average social media consumer have just become so grand that there's really...
Yeah. I feel like streaming used to be much more simple, but now it's like, now that IRL streaming is a thing, people want fireworks, they want shark attacks, they want to see planes crashing into each other. I don't know. I feel like with more high production, people... For them to be entertained live, they need to see some crazy ass shit.
Now, going back at this point, I feel like the entire internet has been MrBeastified, and obviously we've been seeing the effects of that for years, but instead of trickling down, it's trickled up to where even the biggest names on the planet either just have to be willing to plateau at best or fall off at worst, or, you know, get with the trends and make their content bigger and better every single chance they get. And while I'm sure that's gonna end up working for a lot of people, for people who are already pretty much pushing it to the edge...
Do y'all blame MrBeast for what content has become now, at least in terms of like the high production value? Like, I understand at the end of the day, MrBeast just wants to get like the most views, the videos people want to watch the most, just crazy shit. But I feel like because he did that, we're receiving less authenticity and more like what's gonna get the most views.
It gets dangerous real quick. IShowSpeed, aka Darren Watkins Jr., is one of the most popular streamers in the entire world right now. Honestly, I'd probably say that he is just the most popular streamer, maybe like ever, especially if you're looking at like worldwide recognition. When you look at what he's been doing recently, there's really no debate. The guy's doing what...
Would y'all want to be big as IShowSpeed? Like, obviously everyone wants the fame and the money and everything that it comes with, but the fact that you have to go outside and, let's say he wanted to just grab some groceries. The fact that he might be swarmed by a lot of people asking for photos every time, like that could come off as just annoying.
It's essentially like a world tour IRL stream right now. He was in a Super Bowl commercial. Dude was diving off the top rope on a Logan Paul's sternum in the WWE last week. The dude's resume is nuts, which is what makes what we're talking about today just that much more confusing. For reasons that I'm sure we're never gonna know, recently during his streams throughout the Caribbean, IShowSpeed has been essentially near-death experience maxing, and I'm actually starting to get kind of concerned for the guy. There have been multiple occasions where he's either like going out of his way to put himself in a situation where
he's looking like he's not even enjoying himself at this point. Like, I just know it's hot as hell. The thing is I feel like it's a lot of things. The fact that it's hot as hell, the fact that he's always getting rushed, the fact that he has to entertain a live audience being one of the biggest streamers, all of that just would feel like too much.
He could very easily die, or he's not taking situations that he could very easily die in very seriously. And I think it's something that should probably be addressed. We've been talking for what feels like over a year at this point about how streaming has gotten to a stage where like it's kind of gotten MrBeastified. If every stream that you're doing is not somehow bigger or better than the last one, you kind of just like fall out of relevancy. And I think
or people just won't tune in.
Unfortunately, we are seeing that mindset in full effect even with the world's biggest streamer. But before we get too deep into all that, we're going to take a look at these clips just so we're all on the same page, and you'll probably be able to see what I mean a bit more. Please subscribe. Okay, so we're going to be looking at this clip first because the one we're looking at after this, I feel like just more people have already seen it, but I really haven't seen a whole lot of people talk about this, and it's like a 3 or 4 minute long segment during his stream in the Barbados where...
That is actually so cool. I wonder how much prep IShowSpeed does before he like actually does these things, because some things just feel too coincidental. But the fact that they're putting his stream on the big screen, that's a flex.
For some reason, he is hanging like half of his body outside of a moving bus. Yeah.
Woo! Who fast?
I don't think this is that dangerous because the bus is moving slow. And granted, I don't see no cars coming at him. And even if there is a car coming at him, I feel like he sees how close the car is.
Snipe Surfers Cafe.
Ask Taylor if he sees the feed.
You should have threw. Oh.
Okay, you should have seen that. You should have seen that.
Almost in my head.
Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but personally, unfortunately, I've seen multiple videos of people dying doing this like exact thing. It's usually on
Okay, but the car usually is going much faster than that. I feel like even if he did hit his head, he would probably be concussed, but I don't think it would have been death.
a bus or a train, and I just cannot for the life of me understand why Speed is doing this. And I really can't understand like why one of his bodyguards doesn't just like pull him in. Like I said, there's like 3 or 4 minutes of this, and there are a couple of moments where this guy could have like genuinely died. Like no joke.
That would have been.
When you say something outrageous in Barbados, what we say is complain, boy.
Okay, the car, okay, the bus is obviously moving much faster now. Now you should not be sticking your head out.
Yeah, I know, bro. I'm about to hit my head.
So how are you gonna say that so casually and still have your head out though?
Oh, I would have hit my head. Oh, I would have hit my head.
And look, and right when you say that, you stick it out again?
Get in. Just get in, please. Hey, man.
Hereditary, bro, was this girl. She got like a peanut allergy. Then she put her head out the window. She put her head out the window and said,
It is genuinely.
Yo, bro, there's a whole wooden tree right there. And the fact that you've seen the fact that a girl did this and her head cocked back. So why would you do it as well?
Unfathomable to me that this guy is like actively acknowledging how dangerous what he's doing is, yet for some reason he just refuses to stop. Like obviously at Speed the camera is gonna sort of play tricks on you, but there's been a few moments where it looks like he was really fucking close to getting hit. Like especially when he just made like the Hereditary reference, acting like he hit his head on that pole. It's like, dude, not only—
I think another thing with like live streaming is that because it's live, there's pressure to make it perfect or else it's gonna feel fake. But with like a MrBeast video, even if he doesn't get the results he was, guess what? They could re-record again. They could record again. But with Speed and like your Kai, they gotta make sure that the entertainment or the high stakes shit that they do, it gotta be captured right there.
Are your eyes closed? You're looking up right now. It only takes a few seconds in a moving vehicle to come up on something that you did not see when you closed your eyes. Like this is unbelievably fucking stupid.
and that was it for her. That's true shit. Be careful. So I am a professional streamer. I am a professional stunter.
Dude, that car's going fast.
I know what to do and I know what not to. But I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all concern though.
Dude, it is going fast.
I trained for this.
This is dumb. This is dumb. I'm not gonna lie, this is dumb. I understand that he is also looking out the bus so he could see what's coming, but even then, it's dangerous. And I feel like maybe it's not you. You might be a professional, right? But there's people watching you. There's kids watching you. You know.
Every single day of my life for this.
My brother in Christ, despite what that one guy on Instagram would probably try and tell you, that like swole animal guy, do you guys know who I'm talking about? Anyways, despite what he'd probably try and tell you, you can't really train for hitting your head on a concrete pillar while sticking your head outside of a bus going 40 miles an hour. I know that you might think your training for running and that Oakley commercial might have prepared you for that. I'll be the bearer of bad news. I can take that title. It's not gonna help you, dude. Thankfully, however, he doesn't—
And he's looking at his phone at times. You don't know what's about to pop up.
Doesn't really do it for that much longer. About a minute after this, he gets back inside the bus. But I mean, this is just the definition of high risk, zero reward. Well, actually, I guess unfortunately there is a reward, and it's shit like what we're doing right now. Obviously.
Yeah, I guess the reward is like the fact that you have people on their seat like wondering if you're gonna get hit.
Obviously, clips like this are gonna get people talking about him. Negativity and shocking stuff is always gonna sell better than positivity, but honestly, and like I don't really know why I feel this way. Not sure I can put it into words, but I feel like I've just seen enough like from streamers in general to where I just don't feel like he was actually trying to clip farm by doing this. Maybe he was thinking about it, but this just seems—
I don't think this is clip farm. I feel like he just genuinely just wants to do this.
Seemed like something that he just kind of wanted to do and maybe didn't think through it very well. I feel like I just—
And is that even a good thing? Like the fact that you wanted to do this.
Don't really see that many clips from Speed anymore that seem kind of manufactured. I feel like all of his clips that go viral these days are just clips of the crazy shit he does on stream, like this. Maybe that's his angle though, I don't really know. Either way, whether this was a clip farm thing or not, it's still pretty concerning to see, because if he starts to think that this kind of thing is what his audience wants to see, that is a very slippery slope. Really though, I think this might be something different. I think this might be sort of an ego thing. Obviously, a lot of Speed's brand is built off his like freaky athleticism, and I think he's really protective of that image, which leads us into this second clip where he basically collapses on stream and refuses to take it seriously.
Bro, he looks like, just look at his face. Look at his face. That sounds like, that looks like somebody that is struggling to even be up right now.
Yeah.
Bro, after this, you should have just stopped the stream, honestly. After this, it's low-key cooked.
So I mean, the guy fully faints on live stream, probably due to just like dehydration and exhaustion. If you don't know the context of these streams, I'm pretty sure that he was trying to set the world record of like most countries streamed in 24 hours. So I mean, again, just insane content. And he faints on stream, likely due to just the accumulation of going non-stop for multiple days. Now it'd be one thing if they were like, oh shit, okay, we didn't really realize it was that bad, and they cut the stream here, but they didn't. They throw up like a we'll be back screen for a few minutes, and then this happens.
Chat, we good? My fault. Chat.
Bro, you need to end the stream, bro. At the end of the day, it's like you're paying, like, I understand you want to entertain your stream and you care about your audience, but your health matters.
I'm good. I don't want to get y'all worried. I just got a little weak. My body is just being weird right now. And I'm sorry for collapsing like that on stream. I'm perfectly fine. I don't want to worry y'all. I gotta close out the stream, chat. I love y'all so much. Chat, I love y'all. I don't want to worry y'all. We good, baby. Let's keep going, chat. Don't worry about nothing. Come on, bro. Let's go, bro.
I will say, hey, kudos to him because that is dedication. The fact that you're still wanting to keep going after is insane to me.
Let's get right, chap. Let's go.
Sure you're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
What's your wife? Just give him space. Everybody give him space, please.
Just relax.
You need space. That's what you need.
We good.
You know how crowded is too much.
We good.
You're exercising after fainting? I mean, to some degree, I feel like that's counterproductive. Or am I tripping?
Yeah, so I mean, this right here is why I think this is more of an ego thing than like scripted content or clip farming. The guy faints on stream, they have to cut the stream for multiple minutes. The stream returns, he apologizes profusely, and he proceeds to do like 100 push-ups. And I mean...
Dude, that means you got energy. Buddy, if you don't finish the rest of the stream, the hell?
I mean, this shit is just reckless, and like to an extent I get it. Like I was talking about, a lot of this guy's image is built off being like a freak athlete and pretty much always being on. If you've never sat down and watched part of this guy's stream before, I would really recommend you do so, because if you've never even watched just like 10 minutes of one of his streams, I think you'd be missing out on a lot of context to sort of understand the point I'm trying to make. Like genuinely, they are insane. This guy is a worldwide celebrity at this point. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if for the last 2 years, he hasn't been able to leave his house without a swarm of like 100 people surrounding him. His streams are just like on a next level compared to most people, and it's got to take a toll on you, and I think he just doesn't want that to be known. Fainting from exhaustion on live stream and then busting out 100 push-ups 3 minutes later, I mean, you're just playing with fire. And unfortunately, it didn't stop there. This happened like 10 or 15 minutes later.
Man, we did it.
Hey, you don't run. Yo, hey, formation. Hey, come on, formation. Yo. Hey, Leo, formation.
No, he is out of it. Wow, like, if you didn't do those 100 push-ups, then you would probably make it to bed and be good.
As much as I'm gonna be honest, bro, My body kind of shutting down. But I gotta make it 5 countries, bro.
So yeah, I mean, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about. The guy completely fainted like 15 minutes before this. Seems like he barely made it back to the van this time, and he's still talking about how he needs to keep going, even though he is literally admitting that his body is shutting down. And I
just go to sleep in the meantime or something. I don't know if he's tired, but
truly cannot understand why Speed nor anybody on his team, it seems, is taking this seriously. If anybody is fainting from exhaustion, that should be a pretty big red flag that you're pushing yourself too far. When you're a guy like Speed, you've really got to take that sort of shit seriously. Again, this guy is a freak athlete and he's 21 years old. When you are at the pinnacle of your health and youth and you're still pushing yourself to the edge, you've got to chill out. I really hope that what happened on these streams is a bit of a wake-up call for Speed and the people behind the scenes funding him. You cannot push yourself like this forever. When your body is shutting down just trying to walk, you've got to listen to that shit. I'm sure this guy feels invincible just because of the position he's in, but his body is screaming, I'm not. You can't ignore that shit. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Like I said, I really hope that this serves as a bit of a wake-up call for the guy. Unfortunately, if I'm being honest though, I don't really think it's going to. Like I mentioned, when you're in the position that this guy is in, where he's not only feeling the pressure to like push his content to the limit, you know, always go bigger and better just because that's the trend on the internet right now, but he also probably feels that way because of his like persona. It's a recipe for disaster. This guy's entire image and his entire brand is pretty much that he can do whatever. And when your body starts to be like, hey man, so actually we can't, you only really have 2 options, and one of those is start sacrificing some of your brand, which he's probably not gonna do, and the other one is push through it and just see what happens. And unfortunately, I think that's probably what he's gonna end up doing. Stuff like this can't last for—
The thing is, I don't even think this is gonna affect his brand as much as he thinks. Like, it's okay. If anything, it's gonna make everyone think like, damn, like this man is tired and he still wants to go. Like, that says a lot about him.
Forever, you can't always be pushing the boundaries when you're already basically at the boundary itself. I just hope that things work out for him. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. See ya.
Shout out to Speed, shout out to August, man. Let me know what y'all thoughts are. What would you do if you were Speed? Would you want to be Speed? Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Plug account uploads are back. Posting on all channels. Make sure you catch the streams. Make sure you subscribe to the game channel. Subscribe to this channel. We need to reach 1 million subs. Waxer for life. Love y'all and peace.